Nothing seemed out of place. That's what makes this story so difficult to sit with. On a cold spring night in Minnesota, a young man made a phone call to his parents. He told them he had driven into a ditch. He wasn't injured. His phone was working, and he believed he knew exactly where he was. There was no panic in his voice, no urgency, no reason to believe anything was wrong. For nearly an hour, help was on the way. And then, he was gone. Brandon Swanson was 19 years old, a college student, responsible, the kind of kid who checked in with his parents and did what he said he was going to do. On the night of May 14th, 2008, Brandon had been at a small gathering with friends. Nothing wild, nothing unusual, just a late night that stretched a little longer than expected. Sometime after midnight, Brandon decided to head home. He never made it. Driving along dark rural roads near the town of Lind, Minnesota, Brandon took a wrong turn. The landscape was flat, empty, and unfamiliar. At some point, his car slid into a ditch. The car was stuck, but Brandon wasn't hurt. So he did what anyone would do. He called his parents. The call went through just fine. Brandon told them he had driven into a ditch, but that he was okay. He gave them his best guess of where he was. He believed he was near the town of Lind. His parents got in their car and started driving to meet him. There was no fear in the conversation, no sense that time mattered. Brandon stayed on the phone while his parents drove. They talked calmly, casually, as if this were just a minor inconvenience, something that would be resolved in a few minutes. At one point, Brandon told them he could see lights in the distance. His parents couldn't see him. They told him to flash his headlights. Nothing. They told him to honk the horn. Nothing. Still, no one panicked, because nothing seemed out of place. As the minutes passed, the confusion grew, but subtly. Brandon believed his parents were close. His parents believed Brandon was nearby. But they were not in the same place. What no one realized yet was that Brandon had misidentified his location. He wasn't near Lind at all. He was miles away, near a different town entirely, surrounded by fields, ditches, and dark, unmarked terrain. For nearly 47 minutes, Brandon remained on the phone with his parents. He told them he was walking toward the lights he could see. He said he was following a road. He mentioned hearing running water at one point. Still, his tone never changed. He didn't sound afraid. He didn't sound lost. He sounded like someone who believed help was coming any second. Then, without warning, Brandon's voice changed. In the middle of the call, he said just 2 words. "Oh shit." The line went dead. His parents tried calling back immediately. No answer. They kept calling. Nothing. At first, they assumed the phone battery had died, or that Brandon had lost signal. After all, rural Minnesota doesn't have great reception. Still, they searched. Police were notified. A search began. The area Brandon thought he was in was combed carefully, but they were searching the wrong place. Hours later, Brandon's car was finally found, miles away from where anyone had been looking. It was stuck in a ditch along a gravel road near the Yellow Medicine River. The driver's door was open. Brandon was not there. Search teams expanded outward. Fields, ditches, riverbanks, culverts. There were no clear tracks, no sign of a struggle, no personal items scattered nearby, just empty land. Investigators believe Brandon left his car and began walking, thinking he was heading towards safety. In reality, he may have been moving deeper into an area filled with steep ditches, tall grass, and hidden waterways. Somewhere during that walk, something happened, but no one knows what. Brandon Swanson has never been found, No remains, no clothing, no definitive trace. Just a phone call that lasted nearly an hour and ended in silence. What makes this case unsettling isn't what went wrong in a dramatic sense. It's what didn't go wrong. The phone worked. The parents responded immediately. Police searched. Everyone did what they were supposed to do. And still, it wasn't enough. Because the danger didn't announce itself. Nothing screamed for attention. Nothing seemed out of place.